Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started. Kane is offering some... Oh, shooting chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Tomori, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's had a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Jamaica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pullet goes short. Oh, smashing header! And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Throw in. Now then, the ball's come loose. Wan-Bissaka. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely weighted ball. And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional.
And the terrific header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
After 39 minutes is...
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Gakpo. Osimhen.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Palmer providing an outlet on that flank. Wan-Bissaka getting... And the half-time whistle goes. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Jamaica come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. So off we go once more. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Oh, super find. And he can clear it away. And that is out of play. Kadiolu. RANKPUSH. Kadiolu looking to get on the end of this. De Jong. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Spread neatly. Gilberto Silva. Now it's Osimhen. Well, played right into his path. He has found the way through. Kulusevski! Well, there's the clearance. Thiago Silva.
For this match was
RANKPUSH.
71,898.
Wan-Bissaka is the guilty party there. Kadiolu. Kulusevski. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Hullet. Chance! No mistake!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Jamaica go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Serginho. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal! Up he goes! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Just about up to 75 minutes. That has not gone well. That's a little off target. Gakpo. RANKPUSH. Mbappe. There's a sharp little ball here. Great hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Corner number 2 then. Jamaica have the chance to go the other way. RANKPUSH cuts it out. Cannavaro. And Kajiolu.
This is the time you need that pace.
Kane. Kajiolu. Keeper sees it all the way. Now that's well seen too. Tomori gets across to intercept that.
Added
Now
minutes
it's
has
Pullet.
been indicated.
And it's Kane. Mbappe.
Oh, good ball.
Shot a goal! He scored! Deep, deep into injury time!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan give themselves a chance. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
It's Neymar! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
After 5 minutes is...
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Neymar!
Gullit, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gullit. Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kulusevski! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through.
Jamaica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on it.
Rummenigge! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Shifted upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a big chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably...
Just the goalkeeper. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. In for a header! He's missed, but not by that far. Fiddles it through. Stood up well to him there. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rummenigge, well read, and the danger is averted. Gullit. Raul. Now it's Kulusevski. Osimhen. Gullit. Now it's Sancho. Great hit! He has done it! Right back in the game! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Jamaica get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense it.
Hit! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Half-time getting close now. He could be in here.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Hernandez. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Gullit. Now it's Osimhen. Now then, the ball's come loose.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Neymar. Tomori. Gilberto Silva.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He is through here. Son Heung-min. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Son Heung-min.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Jamaica really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Big header! Sticks it away! They have brought themselves an equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish on Vitinha!
He's got a goal! And they're back in front! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Van Dijk.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
It's Son Heung-min!
He's got away with one there.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he
Can he put it away? They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Oh, super ball.
And that has been clubbed away.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Vitinha. And he's there to get it away. It's a throw-in.
Substitution for Jamaica, number 23, Fikayo Tomori. Number 5, Kulusevski.
Searching ball that into space.
Number 14, Osman. Number
Mbappe.
15, Son Heung-min.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the
Giroud!
Number
Van Dijk
13,
is there to clear.
Giroud. Number 18,
He's gone
Neymar.
forward.
Substitutions taking
Raul.
place.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And he's heaved it away. Nice ball. Has a goal! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
And that's that. Jamaica perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your reflections then, Jim?
Jamaica lost their...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too
Hello,
much riding on it,
everybody, and
but
welcome to
it is
today's
equally
match.
clear and very
Jamaica
visible that there is
against
much
Barcelona.
pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much
Hello,
riding on it,
everybody,
but
and welcome
it is
to
equally
today's
clear
match.
and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
And we're underway.
Iniesta. He's got space in the area. He's had a hit. Big moment. Massive goal.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Now that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Lionel Messi.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Raul. Now it's Osimhen.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Bale. Gilberto Silva. Raul. And no, that was never going to make it. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's away. Can he finish?
Oh, taken with style. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Sporting are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Busquets kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival.
Big chance. And one more try. Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to
Hello,
everybody who has
everybody, and
joined us
welcome
for
to
this
today's
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ribery showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Referee's given a throw. Quick look, then plays it in.
That's a good cross in, and a good clearance out. And he was quick to react.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Costa Curta gets it away.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That'll be a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Neymar.
Gilberto Silva.
Darwin.
And the pass is intercepted. He's gone forward. And he's intervened well there.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Keeper sees it all the way.
Palmer. And it's Messi. He could be in here. Bellingham.
Nedved. Ribery.
Vigo providing an outlet on that flank. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Here's found Messi! And it's come back out to him. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
And it's played forward. Raul.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Nedved.
Played into space out wide.
And there is the half-time whistle. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Thank you very much.
So your views on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Messi, he's found a way through.
Jamaica making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is something different. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's shifting through the gears here. Raul, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. That's just playing it safe and simple.
The attendance
Well
for this
seen,
match was
saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Hits one! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Nedved. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Oh, smashing header! It's in! The breakthrough strike!
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries a header!
Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Neymar. And he has been fouled there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Messi. He's picked his way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's found a way past. And he's cut it out. Hernandez. Gilberto Silva attempts a clearance. Palmer.
Jamaica have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Darwin claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Hello, everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let
what do you
know
take
that
away
you'll
from
be
it all,
able to
Jim?
catch today's
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds
everybody, and
of the
welcome to
footballing
today's
folk in this
match.
part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set.
There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite.
There's the hit! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, after so much hard work, he bluffed. He just shouldn't be missing from there.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has not gone well. He's looking for the runner here. Araujo getting this one clear. Now it's Figo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham.
Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta.
Terrific header! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Terrific header. He met that with a good effort from distance. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Raul. That's a nicely measured pass. Darwin. Now it's Maradona. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cafu cuts it out. That looks a decent ball. Gilberto Silva. Oh, easy pickings there.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. Milan are looking to go forward now.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Raul. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Hernandez. Nunez.
Hits one!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Now it's Ribery. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That's really well cleared. Now it's Darwin. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's Nunez. And here's Mbappe. Ribery.
This is the time you need that pace.
That is good alertness. And the first 45 minutes are up. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
By the gates.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And the action is back underway. No reported change to either side during the break. Oh, good-looking ball. That's a little off target. And it's Maradona. Maradona! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Maradona, he's through, now is he in? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's got the shot away! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
After 55 minutes is
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Maradona. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Figo, and the flag has stayed down. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rodri can get it clear. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
It's Maradona!
Substitution for Milan. Number 14, Wilshere. Number 7, Hadrian. Coming on the field, number 4, Bellingham. Number 42, Musiala.
Stefan de Vrij gets it away. Well-timed, excellent interception. Great defending, strong and determined.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Raul. Musiala. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Now who's going to be first to this? Some good work on the right flank here. He's got away. Real chance! Another save.
Good
spread.
has been indicated.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Raul. And that will be it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a doubt, it is the
everybody,
week's
and welcome
most
to today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Wits. Now there's a... Nunez! It goes to show he is human after all.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Figo. In with a header! He scored!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Honduras are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Figo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mohamed Salah. That's a sharp pass. Oh, played right into his path. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Roll, plays it short. And that'll do under the circumstances. And it's been given away. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Roll with the short one. Terrific header! It's in! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply. Now the finish! They've done it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And through to the goalkeeper. Honduras deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do...
Goes in for the header! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had it taken off him.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. And the pass is intercepted. There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
If you have a ticket.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we're off again. No changes at the interval from either side. Bellingham. And here's Nunez. Raul. Figo. Showing good feet. And that should get the job done. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Cannavaro. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That pass has been well intercepted.
Has a go! And it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
And the shot!
The attendance for this match was
He was
72,300.
certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
And he's only too happy to take that back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Gabriel. Mohamed Salah. Yamal has created one goal already. Hernandez cuts it out. Wirtz. Bellingham. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? And that was very necessary. In with the challenge. Nunez. Ernest. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Played back in. Oh, that's well spotted. Raul. And here's Raul.
Figo.
He's got two.
He scored! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Darwin walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target. Passing is crisp and
And the finish!
they want to be quick to recover this. Bergkamp goes on a run down the left wing. Spread out to the left. Bergkamp, he's found some space.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
And here's Cantona.
Hits one!
I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And he's intervened well there. Nunez. He's been picked.
Tries a shot!
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Figo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Raul.
Brilliantly cut out.
No goals as yet.
And here's Wirtz. Cannavaro gets it away. Cantona. Colombia deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Wirtz. Gilberto Silva. That's Wirtz. Bergkamp. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Wirtz. That is a brilliant interception. Bergkamp. Bergkamp looking to get on the end of this. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And the game has already resumed here.
So neither side has yet broken through. Now it's Wirtz.
And they're quick to... Nunez!
And we have our very first corner. Chance for the header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Neymar. Gilberto Silva. Bellingham. Going about things with real menace. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the shots!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bellingham. He can run onto that. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Backward it goes. Shot at goal! Conte.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Raul. Figo. Costa Curta gets it clear. Wirtz. Bellingham. There's the hit! Goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And he can clear it away.
Substitution for Colombia. Number 10, Messi. Number 19, Costa Curta. Coming on the field, number 6, Bellingham. Number 24, Padiolu.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, not quite. And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think the result was perfect evidence, Peter, that showed all departments of the team were working really well. You just can't complain with a scoreline like this.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it is
and
the week's
welcome to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Lam.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And it's Ribery. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Okay, interesting. Rummenigge. Rijkaard. Now it's Bellingham. Raul. The less said about that pass, the better. Bellingham goes on a run down the left wing.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
He's picked his way through. He's had a shot!